All right, everybody, huge match. Game number 3 between Shmew and Izeyy. This match is great. So first game was a lot of really sick predictions on Shmew's part. And game number 2, it looked like it was going really well for Shmew, getting a knockout super early. And then Izeyy just completely dominates the rest of the game. Like, literally no contest on the rest of the game. And looked pretty sick. It was pretty good. So in this game, definitely going to see hopefully a little bit of different things on Shmew's part in order to try to win the early game. It seemed like things just did not work out for him in game 2. So if you haven't seen game 2, make sure to go and check that out. Yeah, it's definitely a great game. Great understanding on Izey's part in game 2. So, ban 1, Volerins on both sides. Pretty standard stuff. Volerin's too strong at the moment. So, lowly Saipat on Izey's side. Again, standard, looking good. That's what he loves to do, lowly Saipat. On Shmew's side, he goes on here and mix. So, very different from last game. Running Najizzle and Zenareth. So, secondary bans is going to be Pig and Volcrane. It's looking like the same bans every single game, not changing much. Shmew believes that the bans are probably good, just made a couple bad decisions maybe in the pick phase, but if it was in the pick ban phase, he did change up things now for picking in the order that he kind of wants, more than last game. So, Valash, Kinu on Izey's, Kinu, Najizzle, Zenareth on Shmew's side. The last pick on Izey's side is going to be Gaialis. So it's going to be a little bit different of a game. Let's see how it adds up. So starting off the game 3, huge match before 2 tournament winners. Izeyy, Saipat, lowly. Shmew bringing in Anahir and Mix. Completely different setup than before. See how they want to play out turn 1. So Mix using Crystal Spikes on Saipat. So a lot of early damage coming out. Saipat taking a little bit over 50% health. And Anahir is being brought down to a little bit, roughly 30% HP. Mix has the sweatband on Shmew's side. See how he decides to use that for later in the game. Usually whenever somebody has sweatband, they want them to be tanky. They want them to be able to have some support on their side so that they don't die, they can last a long time and deal a lot of damage. Let's see how he wants to kind of separate that from the game. So, Anahir coming in for Najizzle. Najizzle's pretty decent here. I like it. There's really no big hits besides Hypoxia, and he does know it's going to be a switch to him. So, because he knows it's going to be a switch to Najizzle, not knows, I'm sorry, he predicts it's going to be a switch to Najizzle, he gets a really big Hypoxia hit with lowly. Mix still doing his thing. Also, a lot of the time, people don't like hitting Mix unless they know they're going to get a kill from roughly 50% to 0. So he might just be waiting for that to happen. It's really annoying seeing Mix go down to like 10% or even like 2%, and there's nothing you can do about it. He just sits there and laughs at you because he knows his other Temtem is going to be taking all the damage. I'd say top 3 annoying things in the game is going to be a Mix with 1% HP. That's got to be up there. 100% got to be up there. The second thing is probably using Madness buff while you have, or using Madness buff while you have Bamboozle on you. That shit's pretty lame. Hypoxia coming in again, going on Zenareth's side, dealing even more damage. I feel like So Izzy's doing a really good job at understanding what's going on. He pretty much knows that, like, Mix is going to be staying in. It's the other side that has to be switching out. He's taking quite a bit of damage on everybody, but he's not actually able to get any attacks. And this is why I like Temtem's like Raze or Kinu, because every time they get switched in, they at least get something done before they get switched out. I feel like later on in the game, if there's more Temtems and upcoming content patches, those are definitely going to shine, because switching in this game is huge for taking less damage. And if you can get literally a whole, like, instead of missing out on a turn from switching and taking half damage, if you can add like gaining speed or losing speed, or like, you know, whatever it may be for buffs or debuffs on the enemy side, that's such a huge advantage for you. That's why Kinu is such a huge pick right now. You get plus defenses every single time you switch in and out. You're never like wasting a Kinu switch. So Kinu comes in on Izzy's side, getting Valash up there. So Valash is super strong. And if you guys don't know, your second Temtem is always going to be the first switch. So the way it goes is your right Temtem on your side is going to switch before your left Temtem. So if you switch in Kinu on the right side, it will always switch Kinu in first, buff whoever is on the left side, and then if you switch the left side as well, the left side will switch out. So you can get the buff while also taking no damage on the other Temtem you want to switch in. Or switch out, I mean. Definitely something to look forward to if you plan on, you know, pretty much creating plays and understanding the switching mechanism in the game. It's the same way with it's the same way when you are doing it on opposing side with using Raze on taking away speed for the speed debuff on Demoralizing Shout. So Gallus takes a beta burst for a little bit over 1/4 HP, and then the Psy Surge is going to bring him down just under 30% HP. Kinu is not going to be able to kill him in the strike, and hopefully he knows that, but Mix will be able to. Mix does have Sweatband, but I think all of his attacks are over 16 stamina, meaning he's going to have to overexert in order to actually possibly get a kill on Gallus, and that's if he does keep Gallus in. So I think what he's thinking is Gallus is going to switch out, so he can double switch out. And let's see how he decides to do it. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually confused. Last turn, it switched out. So Zenith does take a knockout. Kinu uses Beta Burst onto Nadrizzle. 47 going down to 1 HP. Nadrizzle has 1 health left. That is pretty crucial. So everything I said about switching in and out, don't listen to me about that. I actually feel like every time I've switched, it's always been that way, but there's a chance that it just goes off speed. I thought that was honestly the way it worked. So when it comes to switching in and out, I'm gonna look into that, and the next match that I host, I'll definitely tell you how it works correctly. All the matches that I have played in and casted, it's always been your right Temtem switches first. Like right here, his right Temtem switches out, Valash comes in, and uses Wake Up, and knocks out Nadrizzle with the slap. Oh man, that's funny. Kinu literally just bitch slapped him in the face and said, "Wake the fuck up." So he has to decide on who he wants to bring in. Mix could get the defense buff. Mix is definitely the carry, so bringing in Kinu, he's gonna use Ana here actually. Okay. I think this might be a bait, because using Meteor Swarm doesn't make much sense here. I'm pretty sure Ana here never gets first strike. Unless he thinks he's going to switch in for Kinu, so he's going to attack Mix. But since Mix has no stamina, it would be free shots on Ana here and making it a 2v2. Or not a 2v2, but only having 2 left. I guess he wants to bring in Kinu. So, one thing that I did figure out, everybody, this is not a lie. This is not a fluke. I actually figured this out last night and it made me a little upset. When it comes to buffs, if you are buffing anything the turn of, whether it's switching in and out, the buff is relayed to after the turn. So if you gain defenses or attack or any buff, you get it next turn, not the turn that is being used. Holy shit, Ana here lived. Wow. Wow, that is unreal. That just happened. Unbelievable. I thought Ana here was straight dead as fuck. Yo, I can't believe he just won that. What a switch in the tempo of the game. Wow. Now it's just 2 full... What? So now it's just 2 full healths. Kinu has revitalized. Mix has like an absurd amount of buffs already. Pretty sure Mix has +2/+2. And this is just going to win him the game. Beta Burst killing out Psypat, making it now a 2v3. Just, wow, I can't believe this. Gaialis can't do anything. He has Heat Up. He has First Strike, actually. But it doesn't matter because he either uses... Wait, Beta Burst cannot kill Gaialis. Gaialis has to attack Mix. Gaialis has to attack Mix. Mix should die because Gaialis has Heat Up. Remember, Beta Burst only did 26% HP to Gaialis on the first strike, remember? I don't think it's going to happen. I think Shmew still loses the game. Gaialis is... I think he knows that too. So Ana here is going to come in, tank the damage. Kinu does live, but the poison's gonna kill him. Oh no. See, the Beta Burst should make him live, right? 2% HP. Exactly. That, oh my goodness. And he knew that. That's why he switched out Mix. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm almost positive Gaialis just uses Crystal Bite and kills Mix. Crystal Bite kills Mix because Loli is also going to be able to use Hypoxia. And I don't think the overexertion damage on Loli is going to kill. Or Sharp Stabs, sorry. And that's going to be game. Wow, that was such a close game. Wow. And he takes it. GG's. Like, that was an insane game. Yo, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and... Temtem up, baby. Let's go. Get more games like this. Let's see some more show matches. Get in this Discord. I love you guys. See you next time.